Hello to everyone. This is Joanna, and I was sitting back where you could kind of see me, but I noticed when I turn on my phone to record, it zooms in a little bit. But I'm here to share with you some items that I have gotten from the grocery store, Sephora, and Ulta, which my Ulta purchase was made a few days ago. Everything else was made today, and then I have a free item to share with you as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the grocery store part because I have a couple of refrigerated items here, which is why this is in my hand. I wanted to look for the breakfast pizzas that I've been complaining that I couldn't find at our store. If you've heard that story about me being upset about where they're at, I believe that they don't carry them no more. That's what I'm starting to think. But I went ahead and got some of these. I think I've shown these before. These come in ham, egg, and cheese and bacon, egg, and cheese. And I tend to like the sausage, egg, and cheese the most, even though I have had each one. These are really good for a quick breakfast. Sometimes I used to, not this version, but I would make the Jimmy Dean croissant sausage, egg, and cheese ones for summer mornings when we'd be walking to school. I'd have those for my son and a little Go container of the lemonade that, was it Sun? Whoever, what's that orange juice? Something Sun, Citrus Sun, or something to that effect. They made a lemonade. But anyway, these are really nice to have. And then I got some creamer. I wanted to get vanilla creamer because I picked up some coffee. And I actually went to Target to look for that peppermint coffee that I told you guys about. I was going to go ahead and bite the bullet and get that coffee, but I kind of knew when I seen it that it wasn't going to still be there. Plus, Target turned around and changed the direction of their coffee aisle. And I was in a hurry when I was in the store. But there were two more in addition to the Dunkin' Donuts Cinnamon Pumpkin, which I found I don't like a lot. Also, Starbucks has a Keurig and a ground version of pumpkin coffee. I'm going to try theirs. But whatever it was something mint, peppermint coffee, but it had something else in it besides peppermint. And I remember saying I didn't think it would be there long. It's gone, and whatever the other one was with it that I didn't catch the name of is gone. But I did get some coffee, Keurig version and ground, that I intend to put this in. This is the next best thing next to vanilla. It's just sweet cream flavored, so I really do like this a lot. And I'm going to share with you everything else that I got from the grocery store. I did want to get the sesame seed buns, but I did not want 12 of them. Sometimes I wish that they would make a 6-pack of buns because these will probably go bad before I finish them all. But what made me get these is I had a taste for some manwich, the little manwich sandwiches, which I have not made since my kids were home. And I actually love the bold manwich. They had original and they had bold. I felt like over the years, the bold one tasted more like the manwich that I remembered as a child, but I think back then it was called Sloppy Joe's. I don't really know if the brand manwich existed when I was a kid, but I know that it had that flavor of the Sloppy Joe's I was used to. The funny thing is, I have not purchased manwich in so long that not only did the can change, they did still have the original and the bold, but they had some other varieties as well. One of them that I remember seeing was thick and chunky. Another one was barbecue. So there's way more varieties than I thought. And coincidentally, the can that I got was $1. I didn't get it because it was $1. All the rest of them were $1.89 and $2.99, depending on what they were. But it wasn't bad that the one I got was $1. And I don't know why I felt like Sloppy Joe's. I'll probably make them tomorrow. I did get another one of these, and these are my little Go Cups that I get. I really do like these because we have a local coffee shop here called Donut Bank, and they have lids like this. We also have a Krispy Kreme. And there's another one. We got a Dunkin' Donuts now. We had one years ago. But I love these tops. These are only like $2.29 to $2.99. And every time I go in the store, I'm getting a bunch of other things. So I never really get as many of these as I should. I need to go to the store when I'm not getting anything else and actually buy about 5 packs of these. Because I use these a lot, especially in the wintertime. It's what I will put creamer in, and then I'll go to work and use that coffee there because that coffee is more disgusting than the coffee that I make myself. But a lot of creamer, and it helps. These are cups. You've heard me say that when my son especially was going to school, because they didn't have these when my daughter was in school, and you've already heard the story about there being 10 years between them, but I would often use these and make him hot chocolate, like on the mornings we would walk to school, or when I would be at home and I would go and get him from school, I'd go up to the school with some hot chocolate. And in the summertime, I can put ice water or juice in these. So I really do like these, and I really do go through these a lot. The next things I think I'll show you are probably that manwich, which is right here. And like I said, when I last bought this, this was in white wrapping with a picture on it. And it's just kind of odd to me that I felt like this. I was just sitting on the couch here today, and I thought, well, I think I'll make me manwich for a quick lunch. With the kids, I would make some type of potato or French fry. I didn't get that. Not that I didn't want it, but I just felt like it was unnecessary for me because I don't need to be eating this, let alone the French fries with it. And then I got this coffee. This Cameron's coffee, and this is their version of Jamaica Blue Mountain Blend. So I don't know if that'll be any good or not. If you've had this, do let me know. And I hope I can use this in my, what is it I have over there, a Keurig, because I didn't even look at that. I'm reading it now, so I don't know. I'm looking at that picture, so I hope that I can use it. If not, there are plenty of videos on YouTube about how to use that type of coffee when you don't have the correct apparatus for it. The last thing I got from the grocery store was one of these. I don't think I've ever showed you an energy drink on here before, and usually I don't mess with these. Someone gave us free Red Bull when it first came out one year, and I drank it, and I thought, not bad, but tasted funny. And 5 minutes later, I was sick as I don't know what. Then, years later, I saw the side of a Mountain Dew can, and regular Mountain Dew gives me a headache, but I can drink Code Red with no problem. But I thought that they had a new soda out. One was cherry, one was grape. I didn't pay attention to the front of it saying AMP. I drank that at another job that I had, and someone said, what are you doing drinking an AMP energy drink? Don't you know those are bad for you? I said, oh my God, I didn't know this was an energy drink. Sure enough, I turned the can around, and it was like the word energy drink just popped up. But I never got sick from those. Those were the only two that I think that I drank, the grape and the cherry, because those were the two that I had that I didn't get sick from, and they made more. So I don't know who makes this, but I got this because it was $1.89. Here where I live at, these are often $2.50 to $3.50 a can, and especially if they're in a vending machine. At my job, they're $3.50. But I thought I'd try this, and I'll make sure that I open it at work for the people that I know that drink this, so I can pour some out in the cup so that if I don't like it, I won't have wasted my money. But would you guys get me if I told you I simply purchased this just because it was pretty and purple? Because I did. The next thing I'm going to share with you is a free item that I got from the purchase of my phone when I purchased my Note 9. And normally I don't really get these things, but it offered you these headphones, and they say AKG or Fortnite. Now, those of you that know me know that this is something that my daughter or my son would know more about than me. I don't really know what Fortnite is. I know it has something to do with a game on a phone. But I did get the headphones. I figured I'd give them to him. And I don't know. I think this said noise canceling, but I'm not sure. So this is the box, and I haven't opened it or anything like that. But somebody said that these headphones were expensive. I don't know if they said $99 or if they said $199. I don't know. The box says noise canceling. So I do know that either way, even if it doesn't have to do with music, he would like these. And it says What Hi-Fi, June 2017. So I'm guessing these must have came out then. If you guys know anything about these, I would welcome hearing your input on it. I'm not going to open this up or anything like this. I'll just wrap this up for him as a little Christmas gift. But it sounds like it says noise canceling. And I don't know if this little card, it doesn't say too much. It just says, tune in, zone out with AKG. Headphones tuned by AKG provide the perfect sound environment. Hear and feel incredibly clear. Authentic sound with balanced output. Now that's made me more confused. Are they noise canceling or not? Again, if you guys know about these, I'd like to hear about it. But I am going to keep these in this box. And I will wrap these up for him. Now, from Target, there was a new spray that they showed on TV, and I hope that I got it. It was new for me because I hadn't seen this, and this is the Dow Grime Fighter that removes soap scum, and I think this is the one. I've only seen that commercial one time, and whatever it was, it came on regular TV. I don't have the benefit of it coming on something that I was taping for me to see, but I'm going to use this. So this is a new type of cleaner for me. I do, however, use their fogger and their foam, regular Dow foam on the regular. And I got some more of these because sometimes the job that I had before, the one that I have now, you heard me say that there was a little nurse there that sneezed all over everything, and I cleaned the carts with these. But I have found that sometimes when I go places, like where there's phone sets and things like that that you have to use, these come in very, very handy. So I did get some more of those, and that's the Clorox disinfecting wipes. If I would have waited, the grocery store had the Lysol ones that same size. I think $5, 2 for $5. And they weren't expensive altogether. It's just that the Lysol ones have that fresh linen scent that I like. And the next thing that I got was, you heard me say that I needed to mop my floor and I needed a new cleaner to mix with my bleach. So I got the Lysol Clean and Fresh Multi-Surface Cleaner. And although this is a multi-surface cleaner, a lot of times I just mop my floor with this stuff. Like, not on purpose. I do like that you can put it in hot water. And sometimes when I do a deep clean of the kitchen where I'm cleaning out my refrigerator and my microwave, I'll use it that way. But for the most part, I have other cleaners I use for that. And I use this mainly to mop my floor. Not this one in particular, just the Lysol liquid. And I need to stop doing that because these kinds of products are nice when they're multi-surface. And I think the last thing I got, since they didn't have the coffee that I was going to go ahead and bite the bullet and try, I got this one, and this is the Dulce de Leche cookie. And a lot of these coffees, guys, I will say, every time I try them, I'm fairly disappointed. And I know it's because I'm not a coffee drinker. When it comes to tea, if there was a tea that had this flavor, I would pick up that taste and I would, be able to pick up those notes. But I just drink coffee to wake up. And like I said, I make horrible coffee. My coffee's hit or miss. One time I had the perfect measuring spoon and the perfect cup. My coffee was perfect. This lady thought I made the best coffee in the world. I told her no, it was that particular spoon and cup. And when I broke the cup and lost the spoon, she found out the truth. So that's all that I got from Target. Now I'm going to share with you what I got from Ulta and Sephora. Now on the same day that I went to Sephora, I stopped by Bath and Body Works because I was in there being nosy. And I was trying to see what all was going on because, they keep having these sales before they go ahead and release the Christmas line. And they're not going to release all of it. The only products they have in the store is the New Stars fragrance, the Twisted Peppermint, the Vanilla Bean Noel, the Coconut Snowball. So they are deliberately not placing the test fragrance mist in the gingerbread, in the hot cocoa and cream, and in the Mary Cherry. They're not there. So I don't know if they're going to be holding those fragrances back for Black Friday here or nationwide. Because like I said, a lot of you in cities get things first. But what I got the day that I was in there being nosy was I got another Overnight Moisture, and this is their unscented version. The other one that I like is the paraffin one that I showed. That is like the Look Ma New Hands. And I love the almond one because it's a bland scent. It smells good while you're putting it on. I did get the Snow Kiss Citrus that I had been looking for the first time. And I got another fragrance bulb in Autumn Woods to match the candle that I had. And when I went into Sephora looking for the Ruby Obsessions palette. Now I'm starting to wonder if I want it since I'm getting the Naked Cherry. I did pick up the $15 sample size of the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer. I did get a sample of the Too Faced Ethereal Setting Powder in Deep. And I also got a sample of the, what is that brand? I cannot believe that I forgot, you guys. They make the water cream. Tatcha. I got a sample of the Tatcha primer because I'm hearing good things about it, but it's $52. And then I have been wanting this Kat Von D Glimmer palette brush because I have the Glimmer palette. It went on sale for $14 online, but we didn't have any. And then that day it was in there for $14. I kind of wish it was a little bit cheaper, but a lot of these brushes are supposed to be made for the Glimmer palettes. I think I have the Urban Decay one that goes to the moon dust. But you know what I'm going to say next. I haven't even used it, which is going to make my Ulta purchase make you guys want to get me good. Also from the grocery store, I forgot I bought some hot sauce. I got into it. I have not realized how long it's been since I bought hot sauce. When my children were in the house, surprisingly so, my son liked hot sauce at a young age. I liked Crystal for certain things because I felt like it had a flavor. Red Hot was an old standard. This was a hot sauce I grew up with. And then my daughter really, really loved Texas Pete. So I had large bottles of all three of those in the house. And since it's been just me here for a while, I haven't realized some of the things I've run out of that I used to keep around like a staple. Because I used to put hot sauce on my potato chips, my popcorn, my corn curls, all those sorts of things. And I just don't anymore. Or like when I would make fish, pork chops, or chicken, but I usually have to have a taste for hot sauce. One more item that was an order, and I do plan on talking about this more. I love the brand new Moyu London porcelain plates, and this one is plate 1, and I have ordered 5 and 4, and eventually I will get 3 and 2. Now, number 2 is a bigger version of this, and I will explain that more when I get all the plates, and I should have a little bit more length so that I can share that with you, because when I get the other 2 plates, I'm not going to wait to have all 5. I'm going to do a stamping demo, and I love that some of this is a full image, and I know you can't see this well, so I'm going to try to show it to you better, but I love that house, little house right there, and I hope you can see that. This little bird right here, that little bird right there. These are nice images. Now, the number 2 plate is just a bigger version of some of these images, but you get less. Like here, you see 18 images. On the other plate, you'll have a little bit less, and some of these won't be there. But they make the bigger plates, the bigger images, for those that like to do pedicures, and if your thumb is wide, because a lot of people were complaining some of these weren't big enough to put on their thumb. And a lot of ladies are really, really good at, double stamping, making it look like one. So almost each plate has a larger image. And I hope you can see this. So if you guys aren't into nail stamping and you want to get into it, Moyu London is a nice plate. You've heard me say if they were makeup, they'd be the luxury high end. And what I want to do is I will probably take one of my off-white polishes and see if I can stamp in blue. I don't know yet. But there will be more to come on these plates, and there will be a stamping demo for those of you that know that I do nail stamping. Now, sorry about this. I'm just going to move up instead of going back. Now, what I got today, I had a discount and I used some points, and I actually didn't go after this until today. This right here I knew of from the get-go, but I didn't pay any attention to it, and I'm glad that I didn't, because just like a lot of the people I found on here, the makeup gurus, they said that $24 was too much for this because NYX doesn't charge that much. This is $12.49, but I noticed that too when I saw it. I said, that's kind of odd. I think maybe, just maybe, I don't know, either someone did that on purpose, or they didn't know, or they were new with the company, because I've heard a lot of people say that NYX is a good brand for an inexpensive price. But this is the Machinist palette in Grind, and these were taped up. But there was one that I dropped, and I opened it up to check it, and it was broken. They let me put it back, like they didn't get all over me. But I was really hoping that it wouldn't be, but it was very hard to take out of the box because the paper that it was on was stuck. So I do like that it was sealed up, because that meant less chance of anyone going in it, because I did still, check the palettes and everything. So we'll see, because I hope that that didn't happen here. But see how this has this right here? They're like, it made it stick to the box is what it did. And it was hard for me to get it out. So I hope this one's okay, because I felt bad when I dropped that box. But they did let me put it back. And guys, I wasn't even really looking at this until I saw some tutorials on here. So I hope you can see that, because I just dropped wherever that film went. I don't even know. But I hope that you can see this, because that's what I worry about. Sometimes my camera, I don't know how well you can see things. And like I said too, sometimes our cameras wash these colors out. But someone did a look with the green, and I really did like it. And then I was seeing photos, and this one green is really nice. It's got this tan shade that looks kind of yellow on my phone. There's a peachy shade. But then I saw photos of a Boss palette. And you know, I have a box full of palettes. So that's why I said you guys are going to get me. You always hear me say how I never have eyeshadow on. And I really should. Even though I have, you know, my job in the medical field, that doesn't mean I can't wear makeup at all. And it also doesn't mean that I don't have enough palettes that have browns, because every palette that I've ever bought since I've been on YouTube, you guys have seen. But this one right here was so pretty that I had to get it. Now, the names are on this little thing right here. But I saw a couple of looks with this, but I had to get it because I like those greens up there. And this was, I think, $24, and the other one was, what was it, $12.49. I didn't get to get the lippy that I wanted to get with it, and they did have all the palettes there. They had moved them. But this one is the, what I say it was, 35M Boss Mood. And all the looks that I've seen done with this, which honestly is a total of 4 for women of color. Those were the ones I was purposely looking for. 2 of them were green, 1 was purple, 1 was pink. They were beautiful. And I do have the Morphe Fall into Frost, the purple. I think I have the Dare to Create, which has a nice green in it. That's why I say I need to do something. 3 colors and I'm okay. Anything more than that, I make a mess. But for me to get all these eyeshadows and not use them is a moot point. So I really do like this. This will not be going into a box. And like I say again, my phone, even when I play the video back, it doesn't really do these colors justice. This is a very pretty palette in person. Being that it is $23, $24, it's inexpensive and it's really, really very nice. And I think, how many colors are here? Is it 30? I guess 35. I don't know. Don't listen to me. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 14, 28, 30. I guess it is 35. Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm tired. But if you have this, give me your opinion on it. They even have their own eye primer now. I didn't know that. I don't have it. I have a few of their brushes, but this was very, very pretty, and I didn't feel like I was repeating too much, but I need to pull this stuff out and use it. And this is one of those palettes that has a nice array of mattes, and I don't know if these would be classified as frost or shimmers or frost and shimmers, but they are very nice. And I think, guys, that is all that I got. I believe it is. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Now, I did put up a picture of Bath & Body Works because I did go in there being nosy today, since this is kind of their last sale before the holiday stuff comes out. Because I think here it comes out on the 29th. And they've been really stingy. All of you guys that I watch that have been showing what you were able to purchase early, I went in there and showed them. But I do have to say, the 2 main managers, Miss Patty being one of them, and Amy being the other one, were not in the store when I went in there, trying to show them that people were getting things early, you know. I was like, well, they got it, so I know y'all got it. But they weren't there because they're the ones that let me see stuff and tell me stuff and want to know what it is I'm looking at. And they will often, like, go in the back and check. And sometimes what they do is, if I'm trying to get something that's not out yet so people don't see it, they go ahead and have it rung up, and whether I'm paying by cash, check, or credit card, which is mostly check, I just go in and pay for it. But I am still excited, and I'm curious about those certain 3 sprays not being there right now. I am going to get 2 sets of In the Stars because I'll probably do something with that. And I mailed off the package today for the winner for the eyeshadow. So I do have 2 more giveaways lined up. And one of them I will probably put with one of the new fragrances if I do something with that. So do stay tuned. Also, if you like nail stamping, stay tuned for that. So until the next time, everyone have a great day. Thank you for stopping by and visiting my content. And for those of you that are not used to this format out of me, or you found me because I did something from a camera, I am working to do some videos from that camera to try to transfer them to my phone. All that I can say is, I guess because this is a new phone and that app was in the other phone, and whatever I enter to do that, I'm going to have to undo it and redo it. And it seems to be more complicated than what I expected it to. So there will be more videos where you can see more of me than this, because even though this started recording, when I leaned back like I'm leaning back right now, you were able to see my face, but as soon as I hit record, it zoomed in. So I do apologize for that, but I want everyone to have a great evening. Give me any input on anything I have here that you have, and until the next time, everyone have a great evening.